Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to react to Theo Von saying crazy stuff without flinching. Now Theo Von has become really popular quite fast. I think he's like a good friend of Joe Rogan. That might have been how he, really got his his shine, as it were. And but yeah, I've not really seen much of his comedy, to be fair. And I thought this could be a fun way to start. Like, if I like his style, then it's definitely someone that I'm going to watch more of, because I love comedy, but I'm kind of running out of material from my favorite comedians. So I'm always on the hunt for new talent. And I know it's probably weird, some of you hearing me describe Theo Von as a new comedian, because he's been around for a while. But yeah, I've just not really been exposed to like his stuff much. So yeah, this should be quite a fun video, or at least I hope it's going to be.
Sorry. Good evening. I'm happy to be here tonight, so I'll say it.
Why has he got 3 handbags? What's going on?
I will say it. God, dude, the fucking French, man. People are rude in France, man. I said hello to a guy. He said no. So, who wants one of these handbags? You want one? Oh God, baby. There you go, buttercup. What else, dude? Not much. My sister's been fucking this guy.
Like, I've got 2 sisters and I just don't even want to imagine that at all.
I wouldn't fuck her. So I just don't see what he sees, but thankfully there's laws, so. What else? Are we done?
No, keep going.
Oh, I'll tell you what happened was, my cousin got bit by a gay guy. So we'll see.
The first money I made on Instagram was $10,000 for a post. Guess what item you think it was? I had to promote.
Let me think.
So it was a girl item.
Oh, like a vibrator, sexual, a gun, no, like a recipe book. What was it? I grew up around some fucking real crazy poor white people. The dude, they had a dude in our town, no arms, used to fucking fight everybody. That dude, you know what I'm saying? He'd get you in that lurch. He would catch you with between his chin and his chest. He would fucking snack you like a snake. And he'd choke you down.
He had no arms.
No arms at all. And he'd fight anybody, dude. And he would choke you.
So if you went to...
the whole family was fucking...
He could choke you out.
Psychos, bro. Brother had sharpened half of his teeth on one side of his mouth, dude. These people would fuck you up. One of the kids was in a wheelchair, they never taught him to walk, I think. I don't even think he was crippled. They just never taught him to walk. And so the other brother would carry him on his back
But don't
everywhere,
you just stand
like a
up by
backpack,
yourself?
dude, and didn't even give a fuck. Somebody one time when I was in college sent me a picture of 2 old men, and they were naked in a room. I remember getting this email.
Oh, Lemon Party.
And
I've probably seen the same image.
And they had a kid like sitting on a bed.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that image.
Right? And in my mind, I'd never thought about old people and children and sex, or anything wild like that.
Wait.
So I remember seeing it and be like, oh, this is fucking hilarious. But I remember seeing it and be like, what a crazy idea. Like, everybody is naked, and so like life is naked. This is just it's almost like an art. Like, this is how people, it's like this is when they're old and this is when they're young and these guys are, watching TV or whatever, I thought. So I sent it to everybody I knew. I was like, guys, this is so silly. And dude, I remember like 2 years later running into an ex-girlfriend and she goes, well, what have you been up to with your life, right? She goes, yeah, well, nobody will forget that time that you sent that picture of 2 old men and a naked kid to everybody. Virgin power is so strong, bro.
Is
I saw
it?
a virgin.
Wild.
Oh, dude.
That's crazy.
Oh, somebody parked a Volkswagen Rabbit on this guy's leg one time outside of our schoolhouse, and I saw a virgin fucking lift it right off his leg.
Wild.
What? Get the...
And this was in fucking Who knows when it was?
Every scene is from like the movie Powder.
Get out of here.
Every scene, it's amazing.
What are you talking about?
Every scene
You
of your
ever read
life. is
stories
a
like
movie.
that?
I've never seen a virgin pick up a car.
Yeah.
They pick up AK-47s now. That's the problem. Virgins now are picking up AR-15s. Hopefully they start picking up cars again. That would be nice.
They need to start
That'd be
passing
great.
out some pussy then, bro.
I agree with you.
Because they're shutting down all the pussy, bro. That's who's doing it. Did a bunch of mushrooms, and we didn't, I don't know, we weren't really in the race or anything. But at one point, we took over a table. Somebody had a table where they had all the cups of water, and we took it over right in the middle. And I'm just flying on mushrooms at this point, dude. I'm looking, the Lord's looking for me, and I'm looking for him, and we're gonna meet up that afternoon. But and people were running by in this race, it's tens of thousands of people in this race. And when they get close, someone would try to get the water, and we'd be like, no, it's for Asian people only. So you had so many people, and they're running. They have to keep going. There's a huge flow of people. They can't argue or discuss it.
Right.
You'd be like, oh, it's Asians only. And they're like, and they just keep on fucking moving.
Passing out from dehydration a quarter mile down the road.
All these Irish people stacking up at the curb at the next turn, just boom, boom. And Asian people were just so happy,
Super
bro.
hydrated.
Bro, one time I was with this girl, and I was.
His stories are so bizarre, like just so bizarre. But the thing is, I don't know why, but I believe him.
So drunk, bro. She was driving us, and I had to puke so bad, and I just took my hat off my head, filled it, just vomited right into it, right? Just threw it right out the window, just kept talking to her like nothing had happened. Bro.
To be fair, I have a similar story. I was in a cab home after a night out, and I sneakily, my friend was talking to the driver, and I really had to vomit, and I feel really bad about this. I sneakily just was sick into the side of the taxi, but the driver didn't notice. I feel so bad.
It'll cure Down syndrome, bro. I beat it.
How you beat it?
Well, there's a lot of rumors in my town that I beat Down syndrome.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's inspiring, man.
That's how I felt when I heard them, because I didn't start them. You check any Native American's car, you always find gin and femurs or something. They keep the dead with them a lot of times. I unfortunately almost knocked this young lady up that was from South Dakota. And she lived on a reservation, and she threatened to have the baby.
Damn, how old were you?
37 this year. It was this year. And she wouldn't even be cool. She threatened to have the baby, dude, and I just met her at a motel. Look, the bottom line is people are without hair. You see them all the time. Will Smith's husband. He lost it.
So did you do the open mic
Be
circuit
careful, Will Smith will find you and, keep my wife's name.
in LA?
Yeah, started doing open mics here.
Like at Marty's or where? Like at the
They had a
Comic
place.
Meltdown and stuff?
No, they had a place over on the west side of town. I lived.
Yeah.
I was sleeping under a buddy of mine had a bed, and I was sleeping under his bed for $150 a month.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes even in his bed. Sometimes when he would be out of town or when he would leave for work, I'd climb up into his bed, dude. And I've never been heavily homosexual, but I will say this: that there's nothing really gayer than getting into a man's warmth after he's already left the room, climbing up into his bed. A man you don't even really know that much, but still catching that hit off of his temperature,
Oh, my God.
Funny.
It's true, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember if I saw I remember my buddy's mom had a brassiere one time that she would leave hanging in the bathroom, and I'd just go in there. And
The brazier?
Oh, bro, I would tie it around my fucking face so that each cup came over,
wow,
right,
that's some weird
left
shit.
a little bit of nose, but the nostrils were covered. So just the middle,
Oh, this
just that nape.
it's
bro,
almost like that Versace, the killing Versace.
I mean, he's not wrong, man. I remember when I was to be honest, even still today, but between the ages of 15 and 23, just so just looking at something random in the street. Doing.
Versace shit. Where
What's that, your nose taint? What is this thing, that little part?
Your septum.
No, it's your naint, isn't it?
A little
gotta
bit.
be.
A little bit. You'd cover up so you can almost restrict your breathing.
Oh, bro. So I had to breathe solely through these fucking these straight up titty
Booby
shields.
holders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what you used to like, huh?
Those fucking milk holsters, bro. I could smell the milk. I could smell the skin. I could smell the nipple. I could smell the children. I could smell all the years of my buddy growing up.
What the fuck,
Bro, I could smell it all, dude.
Wow.
And it would go straight into
That's
my head.
creepy.
And that, dude, I would sometimes when I was young, when I'd masturbate, I'd pass out. Time I knew I had a neighbor at one of my old places, and he had husbands or men. He, preferred the pleasure of men. And they used to get up there, and sometimes, dude, I'd be laying in bed at night listening to these men make love kind of in the distance. And damn, sometimes it was, it didn't make me erect or anything like that, but it was probably the most I ever even knew my neighbors, really, in a weird way.
It intrigued
It's probably
him.
the closest that I got to knowing any of my neighbors. Was sometimes listening to this man who used to make soap. He also made soap. He was a soapsman or a sudsman. I don't even know.
Soapsman.
I could look it up on my internet's having trouble. I would, and I would listen to him, and he had a couple of different partners, I think. But that's his shit, dude. That's his life.
I feel like a
Nah,
kid.
but you're beautiful, man.
Yeah,
You're a good
I
guy.
appreciate it, man.
You seem like a really good guy, and I'm happy that you found a lady that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just remember seeing you guys laugh and just like being like goofy and just seemed like I was like, man, these two kids are. Hope they don't have a child, because this child's gonna be mentally handicapped. But I also remember, because where I'm from, if you see two mentals hugging, you call the cops on them. And that was a rule when I was young, and that's true, dude. That's true. If you see two mentals hugging, you call the cops immediately, because once two mentals don't make a non-mental. Rarely do they.
Why have you got to get the cops involved?
And it's high risk, low reward. That's what they call that. You don't think I have talent? Well, let's see if I do.
Right. Yeah.
So then I just got into stand up, and I always like making people laugh. Like I used to do a similar thing when I was a child. At the lunch table, we get some kids who were mentals, or a couple of them might have been mentals, and a couple kids that were well, and we get there and sit them,
That were well.
make them drink milk, and then tell jokes and do stuff until one of them just blew milk out of their face, And if you get some straight up, just a couple mentals, boy, some straight up sawed off humans, you get them to straight up blow leche out their dome, dude.
Leche. Spanish milk.
That's America right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I knew I was like, oh, I got some kind of a gift here, I almost blew the throat out of this one boy. Almost blew the throat out of this one boy named Tot, T-O-T.
Just rambles. Just rambles.
Kind of a bad name too to be mentally challenged, but also easy for him to spell. And I'm not joking. That's what his father said. And easy for him to spell backward and forward. Same name, Tot. So that's true, man.
Was this guy's his name was Todd?
Why are you so laughing at him?
He's got a very unique style, doesn't he? Like he just it's almost like he just is rambling on about stuff that he has seen or observed in his life. It's quite unique. I'm trying to think of other comedians that have a similar style, and it's very unique, to be fair. Like that last story about the mentals, about you got to call the cops if you see two mentals hugging. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.